Part of the video, we will try to understand basically what really happens uh, on CleverTap or any analytics tool when you try to run a campaigns or you try to get insights. So before going to that, we need to understand what kind of insight do we get when we use these tools. So first thing is user profile. So every time you integrate your SaaS or any product with CleverTap or any analytics tool, it is able to create some user profiles. For example, let us take that we have a food delivery app. Now we have integrated that app with these tools. So what kind of user properties we are able to see into that? Take the active case that the username is Anjali. We are able to track the age of her or him, or the city that he is a part of. With cuisine preference, we generally ask vegetarian or vegetarian, spice tolerance, it's just the properties now. Favorite restaurants, the restaurant that he had ordered the maximum from. Wallet balance, if there is a wallet feature in your platform, he or she would be having some wallet, and much more like that. So you can see that you get a holistic view of the user at the same time. What kind of user is he or she with respect to the persona? So how this data helps us user profile. Imagine that you want to send the users whose wallet balance is above 100 rupees and you want them to use their wallet balance to buy something. You can send the campaign to all of those users whose wallet balance is greater than 150 and also a specific tier platform and run a campaign around that. But when you try to integrate your SaaS product with these platforms, analytics platforms, there are few events that is basically captured and automatically, and these are called as system events. For example, when someone launches the app or install the app, or also install the app, clicks up the notification gets bounced. These are the events basically which are pre-installed in the application. For example, you just integrated the app with your SaaS platform. From that point, you would be able to see the push notification that you have been sending to them, how many have been clicked and how many have been bounced. So you get an idea of that part. The system events are basically custom made events that are automatically being tracked by CleverTap or any other tool at the same time. But this is the important thing, custom events. If user profiles tells us who the user is, then custom events tells what the user does. What the user does means every activity of the user on the platform or on the app is being tracked, or you need to track. For example, when a user opens the app, there is an event that would be uh, a hit that would be triggered, which is app launch. But what if that? What if user types something? What if user selects a specific restaurant? What if user adds something into the cart? What if the user goes to the payment page? So these are the events like restaurant searched, menu scrolled, favorite restaurant, item added to the cart, item removed, promo code applied, order placed. These are custom events. If your app is simple, then your custom events would be simple. But your app is complex or something, take the case like Swiggy, which offers multiple features and much more areas to do, then you need to have this custom events to be more precise, because these custom events would be helping you in a longer run to overall and target specific persona of the user. For example, how product manager would look like if a user performed these actions: searches a restaurant, added item added to the cart, promo placed, and order placed. Then we can make a funnel of this. How many people are doing this activity and completing the end goal? We would be able to check out what the conversions are, what the uh, uh, drop off rates are, and much more of that. These data will not only help us to understand how the users are behaving, but also help us understand how the app is performing and what needs to be changed to make this number a better one. For example, we see a drop of 80%, which is significantly higher. We can reduce those drop offs, so we will be digging down. The second, the important thing in this custom events is the event properties. You pass this event property, you pass the custom events. The custom event only gives you the layer one. For example, there would be thousands of users who would be searching a restaurant all over India or all over US or any other. country you want. What if I want to know how many users from this specific state or city searched for restaurants? Or even better, how many users search for Domino's restaurant in Khargar? This is where even properties comes into play. And you have these conditions that is going to play here. These properties help you to understand how, where, and under what conditions these events were triggered. For example, someone places an order. You, on a surface level, millions of people would be or placing an order on a specific day. But I want to double down on basically into the properties of how many people are ordering the order, which restaurant was that, the order value, the delivery time, the distance, and the mode of payment. So what this is doing here is that we are able to understand each and every minute detail, the minute activity that the user is performing on our app. With these properties, we would be able to answer a lot of queries, a lot of SQL queries, or even better, inside the app, inside the CleverTap on the analytics tool only, you would be able to understand different personas. And once you start understanding these personas, it's become easier for you to double down and to make them even better on the platform. So, in a summary, what we understand out here, user profile, which stores current user information, system events, automatically track app interactions. For system events, you do not need to go to a tech person to pass those events; they are automatically passed. Custom events, it's product specific user actions, which is like order placed, item added. Even property means context to the event. Context means which restaurant, was it order value, payment method, how many items. So this is how it works out here. This is uh, it took me to understand the whole concept around a year. Uh, and once I understood it, and when I started to join the firm as a consultant in a couple of firms, the first thing that I used to do is to use this how, what, so that we get a better context of the working of the app and how the user conceived the whole point. Thank you.